And at the end, there were no survivors. Next up, we have an exclusive interview with a few expert scientists on the causes and effects of the latest worldwide danger, global warming. Let's go to that now.
Thanks, Ethan. I'm Alex Schaffer, and with me here today is Daniel Schneider, who will be talking to you about what could possibly be the greatest threat to humanity's existence yet. Nice to have you on the set, Daniel.
It's good to be here, Alex.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
So, Daniel, before we sat down, you were talking to me about all these yellow clouds out here. Can you repeat what you said to me?
Yes, I'm glad you asked. The smoke, or clouds as you put it, are actually a result of industrial facilities and automobiles. It's one of the main contributors to global warming.
Global warming? I don't believe I'm familiar with that term. Could you explain it to me?
You're kidding, right? Everyone must know what global warming is.
Well, yes, of course. I meant for the audience. Could you explain to the audience what global warming is?
Yes. Global warming is a phenomenon in which the industrial facilities and automobiles expunge a great amount of pollutants into the atmosphere. The pollutants kind of collect over time, and they hold in sunlight, which traps the heat on the Earth.
Okay, so pollution contains greenhouse gases, which trap heat in the Earth and creates global warming.
That's right!
Alright, so what are some other causes of global warming?
Well, yes, there are a few other causes. There are a few natural, such as the release of methane from the Arctic tundra, but most are man-made. You see, as the population steadily increases, there's a greater amount of pollutants released from industrial activities and automobiles. Also, as the population density increases, there's an increased amount of reliance on animals, and animals, as you know, pollute. This collection of pollution and higher concentrations lead to global warming.
So you're saying that people are the cause of global warming?
Essentially, yes. And in turn, global warming harms people. It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah, it does sound bad. What are some of the effects of global warming?
The effects of global warming. I don't know.
You don't know?
Nah. You see, I'm a causologist. I study the causes of global warming. You need an effectologist.
Science is complicated. I guess that means we'll have to find an effectologist then.
Yes, and lucky enough for you, I happen to know a effectologist.
Oh, really? Well, why don't you go get him?
Sure thing.
This interview's interesting. So, you're an effectologist.
Yes, I am. I'm Michael Peralta, and I study the specific effects of anything and everything.
Really? Interesting. So could you tell us a bit about the effects of global warming?
Oh, where do I start? The Earth heats up a lot. About 1 to 4 degrees Celsius.
Only 1 to 4? That doesn't seem like a whole lot.
Oh, it is. This is Celsius we're talking about. It's like Fahrenheit, but times 1,000.
So the Earth could heat up 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That is bad.
That is bad. And the polar ice caps will melt, meaning anything living there will have to grow gills really fast. And it also means having to say goodbye to those ice-cold lemonades on a hot summer day. I'll miss them.
Wow, so it sounds like we're in a lot of trouble, not to mention the Earth. Still, those are pretty broad range of effects. Do you think you could elaborate and give me a bit of the specific effects of global warming?
I'm sorry, but you'll need to talk to a specific effectologist for that.
I see. I guess we'll have to go hunting for a specific effectologist now.
Well, I happen to have brought one with me.
Oh, really? Want to bring him in?
Sure.
Did someone say specific effectologist?
So you're the specific effectologist.
That's right.
You look awfully familiar, a lot like that causologist.
Oh, no. People say we look similar all the time, but we're different people. So, my name is Leonid, and I am the specific effectologist. I study the specific effects of global warming.
Alright, why don't you tell us about them? Start with the economic implications.
Yes, the economic effects. Well, you see, there's been a survey conducted on 6 different crops over the past 20 years, and it's been concluded that as heat goes up, the crop yield goes down. And Some scientists did some weird, complicated mathy stuff that I don't understand because I'm not a mathologist, and they concluded that over the past 20 years we have lost $5 billion each year due to this.
$5 billion a year just because of global warming.
That's right! Pretty soon we're gonna be out of money and crops. And, well, we're already out of money.
Yeah. Well, what about the environmental effects?
Ah, the environmental effects. You see, as Michael has previously stated, the ice caps have been decreasing every year, and it has been shown that in the Arctic, it has decreased by 10% in the last 25 years. And in Greenland, it has decreased 15% since 1992.
15% in less than 20 years. At this rate, it'll be gone in no time.
That's right. And not only that, there's going to be extreme weather conditions, such as flooding, hurricanes, and even drought.
It definitely does not sound good.
It's not good. Not good at all. And you know what's causing all this not good? You interviewers doing your interviewing, thinking you're helping the world, but all you do is talk and talk and talk. And you know what your talking does? It expels carbon dioxide. And you know what that is? It's a greenhouse gas. And you know what greenhouse gases do? They contribute to global warming.
Wait, okay. How do you know about the causes of global warming? You're not a causologist.
Oh, right. I was listening to that handsome man before, so I know a little bit about it.
Okay, whatever. Moving on. Are there any social effects to global warming?
Oh, the social effects. Yes. Do you remember when I talked about earlier, the crop yield decreasing?
Oh, yes.
Well, as crop yield decreases, there's going to be an increased amount of malnutrition and hunger. And poverty. Also, as there's extreme weather patterns, such as the hurricanes and floods and the drought, there's going to be an increased chance of disease that's going to spread. Right now, it's only in developing countries, but pretty soon it's going to reach us.
Wow, this is getting worse and worse by the minute. Is there any way that we can slow down the process or stop altogether the process of global warming?
Well, I don't know. I'm not a solutionologist. I don't know about that science-y, complicated stuff.
Okay, a solutionologist. I am assuming you have one on hand?
Well, of course. You don't take me for a dummy, do you?
Not at all, no. But would you mind bringing him in?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I know I've seen you before. Aren't you the effectologist?
No. That was Michael. He had glasses. I'm Lee Kim. I'm the solutionologist.
Right, okay. So, Leakum, what can we do to stop global warming?
Well, it's not what we can do, but what we think we can do that will never work.
So there's no way to actually stop it?
Well, we could eliminate the emission of greenhouse gases, which would stop trapping heat and cool the earth down.
So why won't that work?
Well, what do you think are the chances of people agreeing to shut down factories, stop driving cars, kill livestock, and stop breathing?
I'm guessing not too high.
That will never happen. Never! Now, we could also try to enforce the Clean Air Act, which would reduce greenhouse gas emissions. But that will have to go through Congress, so it will automatically never work.
I personally wouldn't be so pessimistic, but I see your point.
It will never work. Never, I tell you.
Okay, we'll go with that. So there's no other options?
The only other possible solution is to eliminate natural gas and fossil fuels as a fuel source. But that would mean everyone would have to drive environmentally friendly cars, so no more pickups or Hummers. Think about how many rednecks would hate that. It's never going to work.
So there's really nothing we can do except just, like, wait it out and die?
Well, there's only one thing we can do at this point.
And what's that?
Have a dance party.
Last night I had a dream about you. In this dream I'm dancing right beside you, and it looked like everyone was having fun. The kind of feeling I waited so long. Don't stop, come a little closer as we jam. The rhythm gets stronger. There's nothing wrong with just a little fun. We were dancing all night long. The time is right to put my arms around you. You're feeling.
Look! The clouds are gone!
Our dancing has cured global warming.
Yay!
Oh,
Thanks for that enlightening information, Alex. We've just received a bit of breaking news. Turns out that some people don't believe in global warming.
What?
But don't worry, we took care of him.
Last night I had a dream about you. In this dream, I'm dancing right beside you.
Oh man, I believe in global warming.
And that's all we have of that story for today. Now to Katie in the weather station, who's just spotted over 3 million tornadoes in your neighborhood.